This is effectively a follow-up video to my previous one about underused mechanics because it's kind of very much linked, and I'm going to be looking at the chilled condition today. And the chilled condition makes enemies vulnerable to cold damage and resistant to fire damage, but what it doesn't tell you here is if you make enemies wet while they are chilled, they go to frozen. We saw frozen in the previous video. As with encrusted with frost, there aren't a large number of sources of chilled. So I'm here in Act 3. One of the daggers you can pick up is Cold Snap. So when a creature misses you with an attack, it must succeed on a DC 13 Constitution saving throw or be chilled for 2 turns. I'm going to try and reduce the chances of a Constitution saving throw from working. So as I walk away, we can see that the guard now has the chilled condition, but there is also no saving throw shown. But that's not the only source of chilled. I'm going to use my water elemental. Oops, wrong one. I'm going to use my water elemental. I'm going to try and use slam. One other source of chilled is, and also this appeared in my previous video, Morning Frost. You can get this from Act 1. Dealing cold damage with the spell possibly inflicts chilled. Let's give it a go. I completely missed it during recording that this guard was already chilled, but Morning Frost really does work. These 2 cash cards are in fact chilled. And what we can see is that they are vulnerable to cold damage, but then if we make them wet, they are now frozen. But just until the beginning of their next turn. So you got to make it count. See what happens when we use Eldritch Blast. Thankfully they don't come out of being frozen until all 3 beams have hit. So we got 32, 22. Looks like we missed one as well. That's okay. Now, since I'm here with the water elemental, I actually just want to show this off. This is pretty unique. So the enemy is burning. If we use Winter's Breath, they become brittle, and they are now vulnerable to thunder and bludgeoning damage. And if we use one of those types of damage, they don't actually lose this brittle condition. This is probably like the most underused mechanic I'll ever cover because there's only one way to actually make it happen. Get a 2 for 1 in this video. We should finally be able to show you slam. There we are. There's the chilled condition. Now, since they are vulnerable to cold damage, let's finish them off with a cone of cold. There we are. 72 damage. There are a couple more ways to inflict chilled. One of them is using the water Myrmidon instead of the water elemental. And we'll see soon enough that if Highmail striker hits, then the enemy will be chilled. It'll be for 2 turns. And the other way is using the Flail of Ages, which you can buy in Act 3. If you want to have Glacial Age picked. And I have noticed while testing that since I had the Caustic Band on, actually the Flail of Ages applied the acid condition, and there does seem to be a saving throw, so I'm going to take this off just to stop that from happening. Alright, let's hope this works out. I've got Action Surge ready if it doesn't. So not there. Yeah, let's do this as well actually. Should have started with that. There we are, that person is now chilled. Let's just go and get the other one. Oof. No chilled. There we are, there's chilled. But no saving throw is shown. Alright, and to make this work best as possible, let's get Gale to... Yes. Hold these guys. So that this doesn't fail, this will always work. There we are, chilled for 2 turns. Shadowheart can follow up with a massive Create Water. And frozen 3 of the enemies. And so we can at least get rid of this one here. Vulnerable and critical here, doing plenty of damage. As we see, this frozen is only for 1 turn. Just let me know what you think of chilled, especially compared to encrusted with frost. Have you used it before? Did you find it on Morning Frost? Let me know your favourite ways of applying it. Thank you for watching, making it this far. Thank you to all the members of my channel, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one with the blaring alarm.